Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy AJ. Welcome back to another scary video with Sir Spooks. Look, I'm not here to waste any more time, so without further ado, man, let's get it.
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks and today we'll take a look at 13 scary videos. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more scary content.
Do it to my channel as well.
I have a goal of reaching 1 million subscribers, so it would mean a lot to me if you could help me get there.
Hey man, we think alike, man.
And of course, Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween indeed, even though that's like, what, months away?
This first video comes to us from the wildly popular Paranormal Encounters subreddit, from a user by the name of Prestigious Bad 1998, who posted this creepy video that has been the talk of the subreddit for the past little while. He says that his motion sensor usually picks up white orbs, but says that this particular piece of footage was quite different from the rest that he usually manages to film. Let's take a look and see for ourselves.
That's not a white orb. Oh, this video is real.
Just looking at the short 5-second video once is enough to give you goosebumps. At first, it looks as though some black orb is making its way down the stairs, but with each passing second,
you can see the body
more
though.
Eerily human whatever this thing is starts to look. Could this potentially be some sort of paranormal entity walking around this homeowner's house?
Of course it is.
If that's not the definitive answer, then what could it possibly be? Either way, I think it's safe to say that we're all hoping that this poor homeowner can soon go back to living his life in peace and quiet.
You can't fake that. That's super translucent.
A Reddit user by the name of Light Surgery posted this truly creepy video online that has sparked quite the debate across the internet amongst a ton of passionate paranormal aficionados. To provide just a little bit of context, the uploader wrote, quote, "I just moved to a 1800s Victorian terrace house in London. The house is opposite back onto a cemetery. I just got a motion alert on my doorbell video and it had captured something that looks a bit strange to me." End quote. Very interesting. Now let's have a look and watch the video to see if we notice anything bizarre.
Oh, the freak is that? Like a bald mannequin. But yeah, this is real though. Like, I don't know if this is a real person. No, it's not. It can't be a real person. This is. It can't be a shadow figure. It's not.
The uploader continues writing, saying, quote, "It looks to me like a figure peering round the side of the house and then walking off, past the neighbor's car and onto the street. But it looks like a shadow rather than a person. Can anyone here suggest what this could be, if anything?" A lot of people in the comment section of the post cannot help but express just how freaked out they were after watching the footage, with one Reddit user writing, quote, "I haven't seen something that creepy since you first see the alien in the movie Signs, when it walks past the alley at the children's birthday party." End quote. I'm sure many of us were traumatized by that scene.
I never watched it.
This video is a couple of months old at this point and it doesn't look as though the mystery has been solved, and like it or not, it probably never will be.
On the move on.
This video from Reddit may only be a couple of seconds long, but it's absolutely sure to give you the chills. The post was made by a user named Menace to Sobriety, who shared the security camera footage on the internet. The video in question certainly appears to be fairly normal when you first take a look at it. We can see a girl laying down on her bed in the middle of the day as she plays around on her phone. However, in just a matter of seconds, this seemingly harmless video will pull the rug out from under you, and you'll see that sometimes Even being in the comfort of your own bed doesn't make you entirely safe.
Yeah, that is real. You know how heavy beds are?
Out of nowhere, an unseen presence proceeds to move the girl's bed a couple of inches, which prompts the terrified girl to get off of the bed immediately and run out of the room as fast as she possibly can.
That thing's slick,
Sadly,
man.
there aren't any bits of context that were left behind with this video for us to analyze and dissect, but even still, this is one creepy video that will surely make you pull the blankets up over your head tonight when you try to sleep.
Got your phone.
This video was published to the highly popular High Strangeness subreddit, which is essentially one big collection of all sorts of photos, videos, and stories relating to the paranormal, UFOs, ancient cultures, cryptozoology, anomalies, and other strange things. The footage in question was filmed on September 12, 2023 at 9 PM in Arizona. Providing some much needed context here, the uploader writes, quote, "I was drinking with my family. I felt my house vibrated and shook so hard. Lights flicker, so I decided to go outside to see what's going on, and then I was very fascinated by the thunderstorms going off simultaneously, until I noticed something in the background." End quote. Let's have a look and see the footage for ourselves.
See. What the heck? Whoa. Y'all saw that?
As you can see, it definitely looks as though there is something extremely odd and confusing going on in the clouds.
Facts.
It's not the kind of thing you see every day, and I think that if we were to see this for ourselves in person, we would be even more scared. The uploader, however, has his opinions on it, writing, quote, "My honest opinion, looked like the clouds was taking turns, and if I show this other video, it looks like a battle." End quote.
A battle?
Were these UFOs flying around the sky that night or something else?
That is not a UFO.
This video is proof that sometimes even things happening up in the sky can be absolutely bone-chilling.
That cloud looked like a skull. But that was an entity. That wasn't a UFO.
This piece of footage was posted to YouTube a little over a month ago by a channel known as Nazca Alien, and is apparently leaked footage of some grave robbers raiding the Nazca Cave in Peru, where they make one of the most baffling discoveries imaginable. Unfortunately, the footage in question does not have any audio, but even still, it's quite a fascinating watch. In it, we watch as the grave robbers make their way into the cave, and it doesn't take long at all for their discovery to be made.
Oh. This can't be real. I feel like that's like a prop from like a movie or a show. It's moving. Could it be an animatronic? Or a guy in a
If this
suit?
video is indeed 100% authentic, then it seems highly likely that these grave robbers managed to capture some sort of a blue alien on camera. What was it doing all the way out in this cave? Why was it blue? Unfortunately, these are all questions that are not likely to be answered at any time in the near future. For now, we can just speculate and come up with brand new theories on the matter.
I think this is fake. I don't think aliens look like that anyways. I don't think they would look like that.
Sometimes people set up security cameras in their bedroom that are set to record when they go to bed for safety reasons. To be honest, it's something that more of us should probably invest in doing, as this horrifying video proves.
Facts.
The footage was uploaded to TikTok by a user named SomeDemon on July 27th, 2022, and shows security camera footage of a woman enjoying a good night's sleep in the middle of the night. However, unfortunately for her, this peaceful and dreamy sleep is about to get rudely interrupted by something very, very evil.
Ugh.
Out of nowhere, the young woman sits up out of bed in an unsettling manner before opening up her mouth as wide as possible before abruptly lying down again.
She's possessed.
I don't
man.
know about you, but this video reminded me a lot of Reagan in The Exorcist, who also gets possessed in bed and starts screaming. Do you think that this woman on this TikTok video really did get possessed, or was it just an example of really good acting? Either way, it will definitely stick with you.
And acting,
are we really as safe as we think
how
we are when we
like
go
that?
to bed? Think about that before you turn the lights off tonight.
Look at her eyes. How can you fake the eye thing? Like that's what gets me.
This next piece of footage is another one that comes to us from the aforementioned High Strangeness subreddit, and is a doorbell camera video. This video doesn't show anybody walking up to the door and acting bizarrely, but instead, something happening up in the sky. Take a look.
What is that? Very interesting. I'm gonna say it's government experience or experiments. Oh, y'all can't see it nowhere. It's right behind me, but wait, I'm gonna say this is government experiments, not experience. What the freak is government experience?
The video, which was filmed somewhere in England, shows what appears to be some sort of triangle-shaped UFO flying around the area in the middle of the night, before the video cuts off shortly after. Thankfully though, the video is long enough for us to get a decently good look at this creepy UFO, or whatever the heck it is. For those of you who don't believe in alien life, what do you think this strange light formation is?
Easy. Government experience. Or experiments. I keep saying experience.
This YouTube video that was filmed in the middle of the woods will prove to you that doing an activity that most people like to do for fun, such as jogging, isn't always as safe as we would like to think it is.
Oh, I love jogging.
The story goes that a man was jogging when he saw something out of the corner of his eye, and decided to turn around and pull out his phone camera to see if he could capture it on film. This is what he managed to film.
What is that? What is that, an animal? Dude, whatever it is, it's not even looking at him. That is not an
Throughout
animal.
most of the duration of the clip, the man filming the whole thing is remarkably quiet and doesn't seem to be
You can't tell me that's not Shrek, man. What is Shrek doing here in real life? Like, bro, this is Shrek doused in ink.
breathing loudly or panicking about the situation, which I think most people would be, and honestly, who can blame them? All seems to be fine as the man watches the horned creature until at one point it manages to turn its head and looks directly at the man filming. It then proceeds to stand up, and just when it looks like it's going to charge at him, the video sadly ends, leaving us all to wonder what could have possibly happened next.
It looks like this dude can fly.
We can sadly only fill in the blank spaces in our mind, but we can all hope that whatever happened after the video cut out, that the man is doing okay and was not harmed by whatever that thing was.
That's Shrek, man.
Was it some kind of a demon? Something else entirely? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.
That's an ogre.
Some Randonautica locations can be absolutely terrifying, as this TikTok video uploaded by Don't Blink 87 proves. The video in question shows some people wandering out to this location's coordinates in the middle of the night, where they proceed to get much more than they bargained for. All seems to be going relatively smoothly at first, however, that doesn't last too long at all, as you're about to see.
Oh hell no way.
Hello? Yeah, you're not built for this.
Hello? Okay. It's fucking moving. Hello?
Hi.
Are you okay?
Put the flashlight
Hello?
up more.
Do you need help?
Okay.
What the hell?
What is it doing?
I don't know. Hey!
Are you alright? Hello? Look at me shake. Hello?
Hey!
Are you okay? That thing don't have a face.
Are you alright?
Wait, is she
What is
using the
that?
light from a power drill?
I don't.
The group of people thankfully appeared to be quite apprehensive about walking into the area all the way, which very well could have saved their lives because they do act pretty careful about the whole thing. But this video begs the question, what was that ghostly woman doing there, and what did she want? Did she just want to be left alone and was upset when these people just randomly showed up? Was this all just a hoax? Be sure to let me know all of your theories and speculations on this story in the comments below.
But I hope he didn't get followed home. That would be quite unfortunate.
A Reddit user by the name of EasyBiscuit19 was simply going out for a nice evening stroll, something that a lot of us like to do. There's just something different about the cold night air as opposed to walking in the afternoon. However, as this video goes to show, sometimes walking outside in the middle of the night can bring about some stuff that's utterly unexplainable. In the video, the uploader can be seen wandering around outside when, out of nowhere, he makes quite the shocking discovery that he cannot seem to get an explanation to. Let's watch.
That looks very interesting. It looks like a stadium with lights. Yeah, I think that's like a stadium in the distance with like lights.
The incident, which happened at around 1 AM in East London, depicts several strange floating lights above the area, much to the shock and awe of the uploader. The lights definitely look to be alien in nature, but then again, anything is possible. Maybe it was just something else entirely different. However, the uploader is specifically asking for people's help on this case, hoping to get a definitive answer. So if you think you know what's going on in this video, be sure to leave a comment and let him know.
It's a stadium with lights.
Although this next piece of footage is quite blurry, it's nevertheless an utterly bone-chilling clip that will give you the chills. The video was filmed all the way back in October of 2012. Before we get into the person who uploaded the video to YouTube giving some much needed context, let's first have a look at the video to see if we notice anything unsettling right off the bat.
The whole building is unsettling. Oh. None of y'all seen that?
Now for the context. The uploader writes, quote, this creepy real ghost tape was sent to us by an anonymous paranormal investigator who claims to have procured it from a young backpacker on holiday in Europe who caught this ghost on video when visiting a castle.
Oh, that's real.
The apparition does appear to be very distinct, but we are unsure of the location and unable to research any claims of supernatural activity in the area. It sure looks haunted to us though. A perfect place for a Ouija board session to raise a demon or invoke some scary paranormal activity.
Facts.
End quote.
And it don't have a shadow either, so it's real.
So what do you think? Do you believe that this eerie video actually shows ghostly activity happening, or do you think that this is something much less sinister? Be sure to let me know.
Oh yeah, this is real, man.
This security camera video was posted to Reddit half a year ago and starts off normally enough. We watch as a woman makes her way into this unidentified hotel, seemingly ready to go to her room and go to bed. However, as she is soon going to find out, it won't be that easy. The woman can be seen walking down the hotel corridor while playing around on her phone when all of a sudden this happens.
Dang. The door sound like that for real? Yeah, this is real.
A plant can be seen randomly tipping over, much to the confusion of the woman shown in the footage. But before the plant tips over, a shadowy figure can be seen for just a brief second.
Didn't even see that.
Finally, a blast of wind hits her face out of nowhere. She then bolts into a full-on sprint before the video shuts off abruptly. What could have possibly caused all of this to happen? There certainly didn't seem to be any strings attached to it anywhere, but maybe it was just hard to see. Let's just hope that this woman managed to have a good rest of her stay at the hotel and she didn't experience any more paranormal encounters.
How would you explain the hair thing though? How would you fake that? Somebody sitting on the roof with a leaf blower?
A Reddit user named Blonde in the Woods shared this absolutely chilling video to the Paranormal Encounters subreddit. It's easily one of the most eerie videos you'll see in a while. The context of the story provided by the uploader goes as follows, quote, "My husband's best friend used to live in the house in the video. He caught some crazy orb ring camera videos and always felt something was in the house. He ended up getting a divorce and sold the house. A couple of months after the new owners moved in, an old neighbor got a hold of my husband's friend and told him that the new owners wanted to know if he had had any paranormal activity when he lived there. They sent him this video that they had caught in their living room and he sent them his orb videos. The family was not at home when this video was captured. The family does have children, but again, no one was home. The couple who captured this video are getting a divorce and the house is back on the market. To me, the child in this video looks and sounds like a little girl saying, 'Help. Thoughts?" End quote.
Yo, kind of fast. Yeah, this is
By
real.
watching the video, it definitely seems as though there's a small girl-like voice asking for help. However, because the video is so short and the voice isn't clearly identifiable, it can be hard to tell for sure. You can also see a figure pass by very quickly in the background. If this video does indeed depict a ghostly girl asking for help, we can only hope and pray that she did get some help, however she needed it.
It was real, man. Look, how can you fake this part? Look, the hair thing, you can't fake that. Look at the eyes, man. How can you fake that as well? This is 1,000% real. That's just an entity.
And that was 13 scary videos. I hope you
Yeah, I
enjoyed.
like how I did a little recap at the end. But alright, you guys, I'm gonna end it right there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, man. I love you guys, and until next time, peace.